Hi folks, welcome back to the Ward. It's about 10 to 2. You can see my battery's charged. Still February 22nd, still Saturday. That one says 49 degrees in the shade. That one says 59 degrees in the sun. And this one says 52. Come on, focus. Whoa. I'm going to show you even if it kills me. There it is, 52 and 11. 10 degrees centigrade. I think for the folks up north with the winter they've all had 10 degrees, that just about has them ready to go swimming. You know, outside walking around in t-shirts. Okay, just quickly, I shoveled the path here. And it was annoying because there was like 3 layers of ice on the way through the snow, and I could get up and down the stairs, so I could, this is a tad icy, but I could get to my firewood again. And look, my PT Cruiser is back, right? You can quasi see it, but that's not the purpose of the video. I normally don't buy too much at my local Honda place. They're kind of expensive. But I'm trying to get this thing put together like real time rather than look at it for the next 100 years. And I was kind of annoyed at myself for not anticipating that I would need those bolts. So I went over to the local Honda place and I told him what I needed. And he looked them up on the computer, and he said they're like close to $6 each. So times 2 is $12 times plus tax and plus a shipping charge, right? So I said, you don't happen to have anything in your bolt bucket for me? And he said, well, let me check the racks. And he came up with 6 of these, which are the same thread pattern. I don't know, it might not be the same hardness of bolt, right? Though this really doesn't say anything on it. And they're relatively soft. You can see they kind of round it. And I asked him how much with the lock washers, and they were 50 cents each. 24 cents tax. So there we are, old Justin there. Justin Harrison took care of me. So $3 for 6 rather than 15 or so, 16, 17 for 2. So I'm happy, real happy. What I did was, I did a crappy job putting a line through that, a crease, a canal, a gap, whatever you want to call it. Did a really crappy job. I used a grinder where the wheel was too thick. I should have used that guy. That wheel is a lot thinner. So, anyway, I already chased these out and made sure they're good. I mean, they spin in real nice and easy, especially given that that I've already put the relief in this one, so to speak. I mean, right, I can spin those in nice. And I'm going to consider this one screwed up. So, probably not going to use that one. I might just put some anti-seize on these, particularly the 2 that go into the brake drum, because those are the ones that really get goobered up pretty good. See, these things go in a little too deep, then they're inside the brake drum, and if you get any moisture, then you grow rust on this thing. Then when you go to back it out, you screw the threads up, or you break the welded nut off the formed piece of steel there, off the brake casing. I guess I would call that the the outer area, the outer casing. So anyway, you break that off, and then you're kind of screwed. So I'm probably still going to put a relief in them, and probably just I won't go as long as I went here. Right, I already lost it. Very good. I left it in. Anyway, I won't go as deep as I did here. I think I'll just put one line in it. Beautiful. Yeah, I think I'll just put one line in it and maybe go halfway in. That should be enough. Okay, folks, I got to wrap it up for today. It's like the old days. You got 3 videos. Look at that. Thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of The Horde. Remember to keep your tires down, your handlebars up. And remember, life is short. Well, one more quick story for those of you who stick to the end. Last night, I called my son to help me with my computer. So he said okay, and I handed it to him, and then he passed out. Almost fell down the stairs. So, obviously I caught him before he went. He's my size, so, it was kind of a big catch. Anyway, so I caught him and called his mother, and he was out for like 15 seconds or so, going on 30 seconds. So I told her to call 911. And, then I was checking him to make sure he was breathing and doing everything else. So she called 911. And by the time the person answered on the other side, which, we're talking like 45 seconds now, he was coming to. So I said, oh, never mind. He seems to be okay. And then 911, of course, calls back, right? They don't. If you call 911 and hang up, they assume that the reason why you're calling 911, somebody hit you over the head or you passed out, and they call back to make sure that you really don't need 911. So she spoke to the 911 operator who after hearing the particulars, sent ambulance and paramedics over. I got to tell you, I was watching the clock. I kind of live in a rural area. I'm not all that close to anything, and we told them not, they didn't have to come with the sirens flashing and, skidding down the road. So they came in normal driving speed, so to speak, and they were here in less than 5 minutes. How's that for kind of getting what you're paying for on your taxes? They were here in less than 5 minutes. So God forbid that, you're in a real ugly situation, you're trying to give somebody artificial respiration or something. They're here in less than 5 minutes. Even if you're just doing kind of a half-assed job, they'd get here and take over for you, do a good job, get the oxygen to them, and chances are you're going to survive, right? You're going to live. So that was really cool. So Dizzy is building a fireman's bike, and it was good to donate a little something to that, so to be part of it, because firemen, paramedics, and all that do a great job. Anyway, about my son, they checked him over and told him you work too much, your diet's no good, you should get some exercise, you should get some more rest, and try to behave yourself, and we suggest you follow up with your general practitioner. They actually wanted to bring him to the hospital, but given that he wouldn't go, that's the advice they left him with, and they moved on. So anyway, he's okay. He's just a screwball occasionally. My wife has piano students, so we're always hearing these stories that they can't make it today because one of the kids passed out. And they have them all checked out, and it turns out they find nothing. It seems that it's a common thing for young people to just kind of skip a meal or, get agitated or whatever the heck they do and pass out. Oh, one other thing. While I was at the Honda place, this bike is, they call it the Foreman now, and it's a tad bigger, and obviously it's newer. But this is a $7,000 bill, $69.95 plus tax and all the other trivia. So you'd be looking at the major part of $8,000 for this thing, right? Because with sales tax 8%, give or take a foot and a half, that's another $480 plus the other few charges they put on you. So $7,500 to $8,000 for this guy. Maybe you could get it a little bit discounted. Even if you knocked the tax off of it, you're still looking at $7,000. Isn't that a lot of money? I don't know. It seems like a lot of money. I only paid for the Suzuki, the last new car I bought, delivered. I think that thing was $15,000, and it's a four-wheel drive car that will hopefully go more than 100,000 miles. So $7,500. Let's look at it, $7,500. So this is half the price of the Suzuki. Should I buy it new? It makes all this stuff seem almost valuable. All right, folks, I've been babbling for 11 minutes now. Take care. Tires down, handlebars up. Live, love, and have a great time. Thanks for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Bye now.